Mauricio, first of all, big congratulations. Must ask you though, two huge VAR decisions in that game, both going for your side. What was your view, firstly, of Llorente's goal, and secondly, of what we saw at the end?
I didn't watch. I promise I didn't watch. It's difficult after the game to be relaxed or calm and to go to watch what happened. You know, you need to trust on the VAR when it's again or when it's for you. I told you before, the decision to include the VAR on football is going to change a little bit the game. I am pro, settle the basis. I'm trying to help the referees. Maybe 1 year ago I was a little bit worried. Today my feeling is the same, but when it's for you, you need to accept. When it's against you, you need to accept. Like was the penalty in the first leg? No, you know that maybe it's never a penalty, or situation like Fernandinho against Harry Kane that can check the referee or not. Situation like happen in every single game that we are watching yesterday. You know, Barcelona, Manchester United was penalty, wasn't penalty. You know. The most important now that we are on the semi-final, that is the most important, and I think we deserve to be on the semi-final. My players are heroes. I told you before the game, happen what happened, I'm going to feel proud about them, and after to be qualified for the semi-final, making history, more than happy and more than proud for them.
Can you tell us emotionally how you felt at the end? Because obviously there were huge celebrations, as you can imagine, from the home fans.
Whose celebration? Who?
Huge celebrations from home fans when the goal went in. But then I'm saying emotionally.
Do you think that we cannot celebrate?
No. I'm saying, how did you feel emotionally in that moment?
Because you start, you know, with the VAR, and you know, rather to say, okay, no, congratulations to the player and the club. You know, it's normal. It's normal to celebrate. When they celebrate, because it's normal. You cannot stop the emotion when you score and you see yourself in the semi-final. You know, but was normal. That was normal after us to celebrate. And you can understand that I cannot go to watch to the laptop. It was offside, no offside, was handball or no handball. Now, you know, give me half an hour or 1 hour more, or maybe on the plane I'm going to watch. But now it was impossible.
You're welcome. Question from this gentleman over here. Yes, you. Yeah.
Hey, Enric Gil, Catalunya Radio. Do you think this is your best game as a manager?
I cannot say it's my best game, because 4-3 for Manchester United. You know, I think it was unbelievable to be on Champions League, playing quarter-final against Manchester City and beat them, because I think in both legs, I think it was very competitive and both games were even. And to score 3 goals here against Manchester City is not easy. I don't remember when I think it was against Crystal Palace, but I think, I don't know, in Champions League or like this, in a game that is a final, I think it's difficult to see Manchester City conceding the goals that concede today. And of course, one of the most important, time in football, or in my career like a manager, of course, one of the best, because to be on the semi-final now in Champions League was a dream before, and now we are there. Yes, I am so happy, of course.
Okay, Rags.
Yep. How do you feel about the semi-final? You'll have no Kane, and Heung-min Son is suspended for the first leg. Can you cope?
You know, of course, that better to play with all the player fit, you know, and available to try to design your plan to try to win the game. Of course, we are going to miss some players. A player that we add now, like Sissoko, we'll see, is going to be ready. You know, football is about the squad, it's about the collective effort. It's a collective sport, and this is not Sonny, it's another, it's not Harry, it's another. the most important is to have the faith and the belief and be competitive, But now it's difficult to think in the semi-final. Now we need to be ready, try to enjoy a little bit and be ready for Saturday, because we are going to be here Saturday again and it's going to be another big battle.
Okay, question from Jack.
Mauricio, with that sort of concerns over the squad, how impressed were you with people like Victor Wanyama tonight and Fernando Llorente as well with an important goal? They've not played as much football as they would like this season.
Because they were injured, another because was, rotate the squad. So happy when this type of this type of victories, this type of qualification for the most important competition on the world, Champions League. Only I can feel proud and very grateful about the effort of everyone. I think they are heroes. Like I told you, that all that happened this season with all the circumstances to be on semi-final of Champions League, they deserve a lot of prize and be reward for everyone. I'm so happy because the effort is massive from the squad, trying to cover with everything and to deal with everything. And of course, if we have one I think things that you can describe this team, that the adaptation is always about injuries, about players, names. We rotate, but always we keep the same spirit, the ideas and the philosophy, and that is the most important. Our belief, our faith in the way that we play and in the way that we work.
Okay, we'll do Rob, and then we'll finish with John. Do you still want a question? Yeah, and then we'll finish over there. So we'll start with Rob.
What exactly is the situation with Sissoko's injury, and also?
I don't know because we need to check tomorrow. Okay. Maybe he's growing, but we'll see.
And obviously, there's a lot of focus on how you've reached this far with no spending this year, and you're playing against a team that's spent so much and is even under UEFA investigation for how it's spent and whether it should have spent. Does that sort of make the achievement seem even bigger, actually beating City?
We are worried about ourselves. We are not comparing ourselves with another team. I think it's important that when you take some decision or when you cannot do the same that is doing another team, you cannot complain. You cannot sit and wait and start to cry. You must work and be strong and believe and create the spirit competitive on the team that can after provide to the team this type of performance. That is the most important. But of course, you describe the reality, and the reality is Tottenham still need to improve if you want to be on the level of Manchester City or Real Madrid or Barcelona, or be in the last level like the big size on Europe. But I think we are in a very good way. Now is a moment, like I told you before the press conference, is about to close up a chapter this season and try to design another chapter in Tottenham to try to achieve the thing that deserves the club with our amazing stadium and with our amazing fans, to try to be, to try to be competitive again, to try to design the strategy to fight and be a real contender for the big things.
Okay, John down.
Mauricio, I was just going to ask you, I mean, when you see the team put in such a heroic performance tonight and you're battling against the odds, I mean, do you feel that they are capable of winning the biggest prizes, i.e. the Champions League this season?
I think today we show and last week against Manchester City that all is possible in football. That is the most important, that the sport always give you the possibility to beat teams that maybe no one believe or think that we were capable. Why? Because in football, it's not only about talent, it's about to believe and have the mentality, the right mentality. I think this team have the personality and the character and the mentality that being strong with all the circumstances again, fight and believe that all is possible. And I think that is a massive achievement for us after 5 years. If from one thing we feel very proud that we can translate that belief and faith that all is possible in football. Only we need to be open and try to give our best, and then with the quality we can have this type of performance and achieve big things. If not, it's impossible. With only quality, impossible to achieve a semi-final and Champions League. You need the belief, your faith, spirit. When you start the pre-season, be strong and start to run and start to to be professional. It's a many things that maybe now on the end of the season we start to see, but it's a long time ago that they start to build that present. If you want to build a successful present, you need to work very hard.
Okay, John Murray. Yeah, and then we're going to take one more from Sung Mo Lee here.
Mauricio, so after a crazy match like this tonight, what can we expect from the semi-final against Ajax?
Yes, you know, football is unpredictable, and I think in the way that play Ajax, I predict that it's going to be an open game, very offensive game, very exciting game. I think it's going to be a fantastic 2 legs. And yes, I am ready to enjoy again like I enjoyed tonight and 1 week ago.
Okay, last question here from Sung Mo Lee.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, Son today scored 2 goals in 10 minutes, and he was very crucial for your going into semi-final, I think. How do you evaluate? I mean, how do you say about his performance today?
Fantastic performance. I think scoring twice here and in Champions League show his quality. Yes, you know, I am so happy with him. Very, very happy. He was unbelievable.
Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Thank you. Thank you.